It is week 8 of the high school football season, and there are still 46 teams across the state of Ohio that remain undefeated, 3 of which are here in the Valley, and 2 of those are in the same conference. Let's see where they fall in this week's edition of the WKBN Power Rankings. We begin at number 10 with Ursuline. Yes, they've lost 2 in a row. Yes, they've given up 95 points over the last 2 weeks, but this team is second right now in computer points in Division 4 Region 13. In fact, they'd be top 5 in any region right now. Those wins over Bishop Hartley, Hickory, Austintown Fitch, and Warren Harding were huge, and they will most likely carry them to home field advantage in the playoffs. Moving on to number 9, Beaver Local, the first conference champion we've crowned this season. The Beavers have won 6 in a row and are averaging 41 points per game. That win over Indian Creek last Friday also clinched the first Buckeye 8 conference title in school history. Also new to the Power Rankings this season at number 8, Southern Local. The Indians just torched Valley Christian last Saturday and remain undefeated in conference play. In fact, they're winning league games on average by more than 29 points per game. They've got a big matchup coming up with United in week number 10. That will determine the conference champion, but right now, Southern is the highest ranked local team we've got in Division 7. At number 7 this week, LaBrae. The Vikings are coming off their biggest win of the season. They shut out Brookfield 28-0 and improved to 7-1 last week. Now they've got to root for Brookfield to beat Garfield to keep their conference title hopes alive. But either way, this team is primed to make a run in the playoffs. Devin Carter is already over 1,000 yards rushing. Aiden Stevens has accounted for 18 touchdowns. They're third in computer points and looked poised for home field in week 11. Moving on to number 6, Springfield. The Tigers are coming off back-to-back shutouts against Waterloo and Western Reserve. They've outscored their league opponents 251-20. They've clinched at least a share of that league title already, and they are now the number 1 ranked team in Division 6, Region 21. At number 5 again this week, Hubbard. The Eagles remain perfect through 8 weeks of football, and they are winning games in the toughest league in the Valley. I say that because 5 of the 8 in the NE8 would make the playoffs if the season ended today. TC Caffey continues to dominate. He's now just 20 rushing yards shy of 2,000 for the season. Our number 4 team this week, Canfield. The Cards cruised past Youngstown East last Friday night, 35-16. That's 6 wins in a row, and they will need every one of them. Division 3 Region 9 is very competitive. There are 3 undefeated teams in that region and 5 that are state ranked. At number 3, West Branch. The Warriors are 8-0 and averaging just under 50 points per game. Quarterback Drew DeShields has over 2,000 yards passing already this season, and he's accounted for 35 touchdowns. Right now, West Branch is the number 1 ranked team in Division 4, Region 13. Moving on to number 2, South Range. The Raiders scored a season-high 63 points last week against Jefferson. Dylan Dominguez racked up over 250 yards of total offense and scored 4 touchdowns in that win. Next up for the Raiders, winless Lakeview, and then undefeated Hubbard in Week 10. That will be our WKBN Game of the Week. And finally, our number 1 ranked team, Farrell. The Steelers are coming off one of the most impressive wins of the season, a 54-0 rout of state-ranked Wilmington. Farrell has won 5 games this year and outscored the competition, get this, 276-6. And they have yet to punt the ball. The Steelers are the number 1 ranked team in the state and the top team in our WKBN Power Rankings.